What's up, internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, you never miss a stream. Today is Saturday, August 13th. It's day 39 inside the Big Brother house. And I'm going to be honest with you, there wasn't a lot that happened this week. It was a pretty slow day. But we do have some newsworthy things to talk about, including nominations, what the veto plan is going to be, and also we could be seeing the return of live audiences on Thursday, so more about that in just a bit. First things first, before we get into all of that, I did watch a lot of the interviews that Daniel gave since his eviction, and he was grilled in a lot of them on his actions inside the house and his behavior, and his tried to give a chance for his explanation for those. He blamed a lot of it on the lies that he was told in the house, be it from Nicole and Paloma and Jasmine, and he said, these are the people that I trusted in the house, this is what they were telling me. Monte doubled down on a lot of that stuff, so he was really believing all of it. And even when he was confronted with evidence to the contrary, he still tried to claim that Taylor was being mean and was bullying inside the house. So we'll see once maybe he watches everything and tries to get a better idea and a gauge of how he was treated, how his opinions will change going forward. But other than that, let's jump into what happened on the feeds. It was nominations day, and as we discussed in yesterday's video, we saw Taylor nominate Indy and Terrance up on the block. Her main target right now is still Terrance, but things have kind of developed into, at this point, she doesn't care which one goes home, just that one of them does. But we'll get into more into how that's going to play out in just a bit. During her speech, apparently she tried to make it very clear that she had a target. She stared at Monte. In his words, he's like, you put the fear of God into me. Later after the ceremony, Indy actually came up to Turner and she asked him, she's like, if I choose you to play for the veto, will you use it on me? Which is like, yeah, sure, why not? Right? Which later he actually talked about. He was like, she doesn't even like me. Why would I use the veto on her? And that was kind of a discussion that a lot of the leftovers were having, where they're just still so shocked that, one, they seem to believe everything they tell them, but two, they have this idea where they can just come up to people, tell them what to do with no prior relationship at all, and expect that's what they're going to do. So it's pretty mind-boggling how this keeps happening. They've kind of figured it was just something that happened early on as a trend with Ameerah and that side of the house, and then it's just kind of continued to be that way, and it's really kind of comical to watch. Terrance actually asked a couple of people if they would use the veto and not, and Taylor told them, like, look, fight for it. I want you guys to win it and use it. Take yourselves down so I can put somebody else up there. And she keeps trying to say it's going to be Monte as the, ruse continues to go. But Joseph actually pitched for Alyssa to originally go up and go out as a replacement, until later on him and Taylor came up with this new idea, which is very flashy. As Joseph says, it would make for good TV, but it also could be really dumb and could be setting up for another pooch situation. So Joseph came up with, he's like, why don't, look, if we have the numbers, we could just put up Monte or myself, and one of us could be the pawns. That kind of hides the alliance a little bit more. It puts an end to the kind of the showman stuff that we were kind of building. It lets you pretend to be shocked when I stay. Monte, definitely, he's probably not going to be too interested in being a pawn, but he's like, I trust you, I'll go up for you. So it seems right now that if the veto is won and used, Joseph would be the replacement nominee and be up there next to Indy or Terrance. Taylor has said, she's like, look, I'd rather see Terrance go, but whoever you guys want to use it on, you can use it on. I don't care. So that seems to be like it might be the plan right now, and we could see Joseph pooching himself. I don't think he learned anything from that situation, where he feels very confident. This is kind of the thing that the old school alliance found themselves in when they decided to act very confident with their moves. And this could be something that blows up in their face, especially because Michael and Brittany, they went and they had that conversation where they said, hey, look, if he wants to go up there and he's up there on eviction night, why not? If we can get Monte and Turner on board with it so that, the leftovers are still a unit going forward and we just get rid of Joseph, that's perfect for us because that just takes out somebody that we have to worry about. Here's where things get a little messy. They don't know about the twist coming up, that the house is going to be split into 2 groups of 5. And this could be a very dangerous situation going into next week. If they leave 4 people from that other side of the house in there, there's a scenario where it doesn't matter which group you're in. They would have 4 and 1 and the leftover is gone. And then on the other side, well, you're kind of stuck with sending a leftover. So it could be a situation where we still see 2 leftovers going home next Thursday. Speaking of Thursdays, it seems like we will be getting live audiences back for live evictions. It was posted on the site that Big Brother uses to get live audiences, that they are looking for people to be there for this upcoming Thursday's episode. It's a special 2-hour episode, remember. As far as I kind of can gather, the first hour of that episode will be the normal eviction, and then the second hour will be figuring out how they are splitting the house. Will there be 2 separate HOH competitions? Will there be 1 competition? We have no clue. We still have no clue how they're going to separate them. I'm very interested to see how that's all going to play out. With the separation and no interaction between the 2 houses. Have they built another location offset that includes a kitchen, a bathroom, living facilities, all the camera work and equipment they need to live feed the house? Or are they just setting up a barrier somewhere in the house? I don't see how that's really viable either, unless they did an upstairs and a downstairs kind of a thing and they turn the have not room into a bedroom and then split when they got backyard, kitchen, and bathroom access. I don't know. It's really going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. And it's weird that I'm already looking forward to next weekend than I really am paying attention to what's happening this week, because it seems pretty obvious that Terrance or Indy will be the one to leave. Joseph will be up there on the block. There's a small chance that we could see Joseph blindsided and sent home, but I just don't see that really being a possibility at the moment, unless Michael and Brittany can get the others on board with saying, hey, let's just take the shot right now, and then we can still be together and everything's fine, but this is a big opportunity for someone who's going to have all these jury votes of the other side if he gets to the end. So we'll see how that all plays out. We'll keep our ear to the ground on how much momentum is behind getting Joseph out this week as a possible target and whether or not that continues to go. One other little note, just because it was kind of interesting, was Jasmine made a big show of cleaning the bathroom. The bathroom was really a mess since the wall competition the other night, and there was lots of goo and hair and all kinds of stuff everywhere. She put a big trash bag on her boot and tied it up. She had a trash bag around herself, had gloves on and a mask. She was really making a big show of it, and then complained to Terrance because he was the only one who really kind of showed up as she was doing it to help out a little bit, but it was really more just he was monitoring the situation, kind of looking it over to make sure she was okay, but otherwise really wasn't helping too much, and she complained that nobody was helping. I was doing all this. It's like, look, you were just doing it to make a show and make yourself look good to the rest of the house. It really wasn't about you doing what was needed to be done. You just wanted to make a show of it. But other than that, that pretty much covers everything that happened. What do you guys think of the plans this week for Indy and Terrance to be the target, possibly with Joseph going up as a pawn? I think this could be a really bad situation for him, especially with these new twists coming up too. We'll see how it all plays out, though. Also, what do you guys think of the live audiences coming back? A couple of notes on that. They will say that you need to be fully vaccinated, upgraded with your boosters, masks required. So if you live in the LA area and you have a chance to go, let me know. Are you interested in going to see the live show now that live audiences will be back? It's definitely going to be great for the finale to finally have the fans there, because it's always interesting to see who gets cheered and booed. I'd imagine Jasmine, Indy, Terrance and Alyssa, they're probably not looking at too good of receptions. Kyle probably would get a mixed reaction when he heads on out, but everybody else I think would get lots of cheers. Taylor might be a huge, it would be like Stone Cold Steve Austin just came out to the arena. The glass shatters and the crowd goes wild. But let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. Also, you can check out in the comments, there should be a pinned comment, and also in the description, all of my socials. You can follow me on Twitter, on Twitch. You can join the Discord, which has been really cool to kind of get to interact with a lot more of you and get to know you and your interests other than Big Brother in the Discord. So make sure you come on and hang out in there. And also, if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video and you will never miss a stream. And I will see you next time.